this project, I was able to learn so much about the applications of statistical analysis for the career path that I chose, which is biotechnology, because by doing this beer production and homemade beer production and the entire analysis of modifying different variables to optimize the production of alcohol, it showed me how many things can go wrong when working with such complex systems, such as living systems, which considering the yeast that we used for the fermentation. So it allows us to think as real experiment makers and to solve problems on the go and analyze the variables that could be better for the results that we want to achieve, in this case optimizing alcohol content. I also learned a lot about the actual process of making ginger beer, which I didn't know in the past. So I think that in conclusion we can say that we could have gotten better results, but in the end I think I am satisfied with the results that we got from this project. Thank you.
In general, I believe that this project was a success in making evident to us how fundamental design of experiments is to scientific everyday tasks and procedures. It is true that our results were not optimal, and we could have gotten a better set of statistical evidence to support the average alcohol content. But we did learn a lot about the complexity and the difficulty of working with living systems and holding variables, for example, noise variables and things that could affect your experiment, holding them as constant as possible. And it was also interesting to see how this statistical analysis and design of experiments, procedures and techniques that we have been learning throughout the semester can be really and actually applied to a great variety of problems and situations, even those that can at first not seem so directly related to my biotechnology career. But in the end, I discovered that it was actually a really entertaining and engaging project. And I hope that we can achieve in the future, if we were to repeat projects such as these, better results, considering all the design variables and factors that we have to consider when making projects such as these.
Working in a real life scenario in which we could put into action the knowledge that we have learned from other classes. And during the last semester in design and analysis of experiment, it was really interesting to actually see and put into action our personal design, from deciding which variables we were going to use and the amount of them, and making the right changes to actually meet our goal. Producing and testing our ginger beer was really fun and a new experience. And now that we had a reasonable and reachable experiment with 0 results, analyzing and interpreting them was way easier than the beginning of the year and more understandable. And I really like that the final project was a great tool to put into action all that we learned from the past 6 months, and that by the end we had a ginger beer to celebrate it.